Well, my worst day occurred when I actually had left camp and I tried to come back in. And I left camp in 44, June of 44. And when I left camp, I felt I had to get out. And so did most of my friends. So most of my friends left a day after graduation, and I left a week later. And most of them left alone. Or if they were with their friends, they were out with their friends on the bus ride, the train ride, but once they got to their destination, they would be alone. Or they might be with another friend, but nobody knew anybody, you know. But we still had to leave to get out of the place, because the camp was just destroying us psychologically, our morale. You know. But anyway, in 45, I tried to get back into camp because I wanted to talk to my parents. My father wanted to come out to Madison, Wisconsin, where we were living, and I says, you know, I was trying to help my sister and brother by working and giving them part of my wages. And I says, you just be another mouth to feed. You got to go someplace where you can support yourself, because you can't get a job in Madison, Wisconsin. They didn't hire Issei. So I thought, well, I'd better go to camp and talk to them about it. And this is in March of 45, and they wouldn't let me in. And they said, well, why do you want to come? Well, first of all, he says, where's your permit? I says, what permit? You got to remember, first of all, there was no exclusion order that had been lifted in January 45. So theoretically, we could move anywhere we wanted to, including California, travel around. And then they were just, where's my permit? And I said, what do you mean, permit? Well, you got to get a permit. I says, where? I live in Madison, Wisconsin. Where am I supposed to get a permit? I don't know anything about a permit, you know. So they says, well, what do you want to come here see him? I says, well, I want to talk him out of moving to Madison, Wisconsin. And I explained why. He says, well, you can't do that. So why not? Well, our policy is to get people out of camp. And so, you know, it was just so frustrating talking to these people. So I said the equivalent of, oh, to hell with it, you know. Kick me out or don't let me in or whatever, like something like that. Typical dumb thing to say, but I was a dumb kid. So they stuck me in a jail. I waited in jail, and then they posted a guard soldier with a rifle to put me on the next bus out. And I said, well, I told the soldier, I said, there's another bus that leaves a couple hours later, still get me out. And oh, the other thing they did, which is just unbelievable, is they issued an individual exclusion order for me. See, they could do that, and to keep me out of the state of California. So I had to be out of the state of California by midnight of that day. And it's crazy. I mean, why did they have to do that? Kick me out of the state of California by midnight. But anyway, I said, well, there's another bus that comes later, a couple hours later, and all my friends are down here at the gate, and I'd like to talk to them. My father was there, I'd like to talk to him. And the soldier says, well, my orders are to put you on the next bus. So, you know, what am I to do? I can't argue with him. He's got a gun. And so, got on the bus. And I think it's the last time in my life I really cried. I cried since then, you know. But not that much. I was really overwrought. And, but it was a real bad experience. And the thing about experiences like that is if you're running a government, don't do that to people, because those kind of people come back to haunt you. And I think that's what happened as far as the redress movement goes.